Hi guys. I wanted to come on here and talk about how I was the unfortunate victim of a work from home scam. And I wanted to talk about it because I don't want anybody else to be a victim because it has totally rocked my world in a bad, bad way. And yeah, so I stopped doing home daycare for about a year because multiple different things, stress, and due to the stress of it all, and the fact that my son has special needs, and he was having so many behavior problems while I was doing daycare, and it was just hard to take care of him and the other kids. So, but like I got to around June, and I was like, I need to be making money because my husband doesn't make that much money. So I was looking for work from home jobs, online jobs that I could do, and then I came across this stuff about being a virtual assistant. That sounded really good. So I looked into it more. I worked on my Excel skills, and I came across this job on Indeed.com. It's a job site, and it looked like I fit the requirements for it, and it would fit into my son's schedule. So I thought it would be good. So I decided to apply to it, and this person emailed me back like within a few days. And I was like, yay! And he wanted me to fill out a longer application form. So I did that, and then he got back to me again in like one day. And then he was interested in hiring me, so I was really excited about that. And he had me download this free business chat site thing on my computer so we could talk more about the job. And yeah, so we talked more about it, and he offered me a position, and I took it. And he had me fill out this really long, professional looking job contract. And yeah, and I was supposed to begin working the very next week. And I was really, really excited about it. I'm sure that that was probably the fact that he hired me so quick was probably a red flag there, but I didn't know about the red flags at that time working for and in doing at home jobs. So I started working. The first task that he had me, no, wait, I should back up. He had me download all these like apps on my phone. There was like a Bitcoin wallet app and Cash app and Venmo, and then he asked for my PayPal, the email that I use for PayPal. And I didn't think that was a red flag. I didn't think anything of that. So the first task he had me do seemed legitimate. I had to do an Excel form for like all these people's names and then the rent that they paid. And so, yeah, that seemed legitimate. And then he had me take his bank account information and add it to my bank account information to make transfers. That's a huge red flag. At the time, I just thought that, I read about virtual assistants jobs, and it things talked about like how you help with payments and all that. So I just thought that that was normal, but it was a huge red flag. So he had me making transfers from his account to my account and then to other accounts. And that's a huge red flag. Don't do that. And I feel so stupid that I didn't know that that was a red flag until it was too late. And what that does is, that's money laundering, and I had no idea about that. If I knew it was money laundering, if I knew about the red flags, of course I wouldn't have taken this opportunity because I'm an upstanding citizen. I do not want to take money from other people. That's horrible. I would never ever do that if I'd known that's what I was doing. So yeah, so that got me into hot water with my bank because I mean they know what money laundering looks like, and that's what it looks like. Um, but yeah, so I guess he was ripping off like an elderly man. He used the same name and address as a man living in Pennsylvania. And so when I looked him up, he seemed like it was a real person, but it wasn't him. He had stolen the bank account information from him. And yeah, he had me doing transfers through PayPal too. So to make a long story short, I lost like, I don't know, like $10,000, something ridiculous like that, because the bank wants their money back. And PayPal, I lost about like $2,800 there that I still have to pay back. I'm still working on that. So that's a lot of money I lost because of me being like the dumbest human being ever. Yeah, it's just, yeah, like I said, it's rocked my world. It's made it horrible because I was broke already, having to take my son back and forth to appointments, not having a job, only relying on my husband's job that doesn't pay very much. I mean, it's okay, but whatever. And yeah, I have to, so my parents helped me pay some of the money. I think they helped me with $7,300, which is wonderful. I'm so grateful that they were able to help me because I needed to pay that money right away. And yeah, that would have been like all my savings, I think. Yeah, well, a lot of my savings. But I mean, that's great, but I still have to pay them back. So when we do taxes, all of the tax money is going to go to them. And I still have more money that I have to pay off. I have to pay off the PayPal balance, the 2,800. Because I mean, we've tried to appeal it. My mom has tried to help me appeal that money that I have to pay because we've taken, she helped me take track of all the transfers that I did. And actually, if I pay that PayPal money off to whoever this person is that I have to pay the money to, they're actually up double the amount of money, or more than double the amount of money that they need. So I don't want to have to pay that, since I don't have to. But working with PayPal is ridiculous in that case. I don't think that I will be able to appeal that money at all because I've tried. I mean, I have a police sergeant on my side, and that doesn't seem to, they don't seem to care about that there's police and law enforcement that's backing me. So I'm probably gonna have to pay that. I know I'm gonna have to pay that, and lucky for this person that they get more money than they are actually owed, and I'm out more money. So that's gonna suck. So yeah, I'm going back to doing home daycare. And the sad thing is that when I first started doing home daycare, I had kids lined up even before I was totally licensed. And now I have nobody lined up. I mean, I've tried to advertise that I'm reopening and all that, but I haven't gotten any calls or anything like that. And so I'm really worried that once I get totally licensed that it's going to be months and months and months before I can find a client, and that can't be. So I I don't know what to do about that, but I need to be making money somehow. I don't know if I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Have to find something in the meantime while I search for clients. And I'm not feeling optimistic. Some days I am feeling optimistic that I'm going to get my head out of the water. We get our heads out of the water. But today I'm not optimistic at all. It's just one of those days. I just feel like having a business won't pan out. And yeah, I don't know what other job I can do. I really don't. I mean, I can't go back to school for anything because A, I don't know what I'd want to go back to school for. B, I don't want to go back to school because it's expensive. Really expensive, and I'll be in more debt even if I have financial aid. I still have to pay that off, and who knows if I'd ever get a job with whatever training or degree I'd go towards. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's really depressing. Really, really. This is all just so depressing. And this whole scam situation happened within like 3 weeks, I have all this loss. And that totally sucks. And I don't want anybody else to go through it, what I did. But unfortunately, a lot of people have gone through what I did or something like that. But yeah, and the guy, this scammer person, is still posting job ads. Because I look every once in a while to see if, he's still trying to scam people. Because that's what scammers do. They keep trying and trying and trying and trying. And I've seen job postings that are exactly the same as what I applied for. And I've tried to contact the website about it, saying that this job is a total scam, and I'm trying to protect other people. Yeah. And so I hope that he gets, this scammer guy gets, stopped completely. But I know that scammers are getting more savvy, figuring out ways around things. So who knows if he'll ever get stopped. But I hope he does. So that's my story. Just, if you're looking for a work-at-home job, just Google red flags, And the other thing is, for being a virtual assistant, legitimate jobs, you would actually have to have experience. And that's one thing that I don't have. I don't have administrative experience outside of, I don't have any administrative experience. So that should have been a red flag right there, that you wouldn't, if you're actually looking for a virtual assistant, you wouldn't hire somebody without any knowledge of administrative experience or assistant work. Even though I've learned a lot of business skills from running a business, that's still not good enough. It really isn't. So yeah, that's a red flag. So just Google red flags of work at home jobs and just be careful. If he's having you make bank transfers, or he or she is having you make bank transfers, that's a huge red flag. Don't do it. Don't be stupid like I am. I'm sure most people aren't stupid like I am. It's just been bad, really bad. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If anyone watching this has any ideas, or any insights or stories of their own about getting scammed, let me know, because this sucks. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, that's it. It's making all this stress is making my stomach issues that I have worse. It really has. Because stress isn't, the mental part of stress affects the physical parts most of the time. So it's making it worse. And yeah, that sucks. So that's all I have to say for this video. I hope that this helps anyone who's thinking about work from home jobs. Be careful. I don't want anybody else to lose as much money or more as I've lost. So yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.